I'm Mark.
I'm Adam.
And this is the Chain Lift Podcast, episode 17.
Please, don't insult me, okay? I invented the chat and cut. This is amateur hour. If I was gonna do it, you wouldn't even notice. Is the pig Parker. This is chaos. Society can't function like this. That's just shoddy.
You know that I'm the cream of the crop, brother. Woo!
Oh, big gulps, huh? All right. Well, see you later.
So why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
Chicken! McFly!
Well, the jerk store called. They're running out of you.
You're the all-time bestseller.
Pretty good.
Bro, we figure we's a little juice.
No, we sing the juice. Where's the juice? No, we sing the juice.
Great show tonight. We're gonna have a good one.
Yeah.
What a schmohawk!
Hey, what's up, guys? This is the Chain Lift Podcast, episode 17.
But you could be rude and give our guest your undivided attention. He's on his phone.
I'm trying to pull something up, but it keeps auto-correcting. I'll tell you what I'm looking up, RE Force 1, and it keeps changing into Air Force 1. Anyways, it's been a while, but we're back. What's up?
Not better than ever.
No.
I'm rusty.
Yeah. So, So the most of this episode, we're just going to be recapping our big California roller coaster trip that we took back in August. But before we do that, though, I want to talk about RE Force 1. There's not really a lot of news in the roller.
Is it Airy Force 1 or Ari?
I think it's Airy Force 1. Yes, Airy Force 1. Because it's named after the owner of Fun Spot, Atlanta. I think his name is John Airy, maybe, Senior. Anyways, so the new RMC coaster coming to Fun Spot Atlanta is called Airy Force 1. They just revealed the full layout of the coaster and the front train of the coaster at IAPA this past week in Florida.
It features a 300-foot drop, 5 inversions.
Nah, not quite. But no, it's like 150 feet. I could try to find the stats, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, it's really crazy that they're putting that in that park of all places.
Yeah.
Has a nice stall element on there, I see.
Yeah,
very Goliath-esque.
Yeah, so it's the largest stall in America. So, I mean, technically it's like the second one in America.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's bizarre that they're building this. It's a $13 million investment for such a small amusement park.
It's basically a touring carnival.
Right. I mean, they have go-kart tracks. I think they do have like a Wild Mouse coaster.
They have a mouse coaster. I think they have a wood coaster, or is it just the mouse coaster?
That's it.
Ugh.
That's it. So this is the start of like more future expansion that they're planning on doing at the park. But it's weird that they did such a large investment in the park. So this is the third of the Fun Spot parks. There's 2 in Florida. Both of those parks have coasters. Mind Blower at one of the parks, and then the other park has Lightning Run. I forget what it's called.
That one's in Orlando.
Yeah, one's in
Kissimmee.
Kissimmee.
Has mind-blowing.
Yes.
Mind Blower.
Yeah.
Kissimmee. Is it Kissimmee?
I think it is
Did I say Kissimmee?
Kissimmee. I think I did.
It's
Yeah.
Kissimmee.
It's Kissimmee. Yeah, so this park obviously wasn't... It lacked the coaster that those other parks had, but this is like a freaking massive coaster.
Yeah. We were in Atlanta. We were going to go there, but we thought, nah, I'm not going there for that mouse coaster. Yeah.
I will say, though, that, obviously it's a big win for Fun Spot, but it's a big win for Six Flags over Georgia, really, because it seems to me, especially for any enthusiasts, if you're going to go to Atlanta to ride Airy Force 1, you're going to go to Six Flags over Georgia, too, while you're in the area, because Airy Force 1, that's not an all-day park. You're going to stop in for like an hour.
Take a bet right now.
Okay.
Put it on the line.
Okay.
Is that going to be better than Twisted Cyclone at over Georgia?
Yes. I'm going to say yes. Can I say something? I'm going to say something.
No, shut up.
And part of this could be because we've been waiting for Iron Gwazi to open for like 3 years.
Oh, gosh.
And what, you know what I'm about to say. I think this looks better than Iron Gwazi.
Huh.
Because the layout, I think it's more suited for my personal taste. because it has a quad down finale.
It does have a quad down finale.
It has, I believe, 2 inversions or 3. I think 3 inversions, maybe 4, maybe 7. I don't know. But the layout, it's kind of an out and back RMC coaster.
Yeah.
I just think it looks great, and it has some like cool unique elements. They did some like unique support structure for it to fit the area. Like part of it goes over this arcade building. I think it's going to be.
So the only question I care about right now is: are we going to Atlanta next year to ride it?
It should. It's so cheap for us to fly out of Detroit to Atlanta.
Is it still? Or did we just get a COVID deal?
I think last I looked, it still is. Like during the week, you can get a flight down to Atlanta for $40 round trip.
Oh, we're going.
Yeah, and I love Six Flags Over Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be in Atlanta in about a month.
Well, you can't ride it
No,
yet.
yeah, it's not open yet. But
You can't go over. Is Over Georgia open?
yeah, it's open. I'm gonna try to stop in. But I don't know. It's just a cool layout. I love the blue and red track painted.
That's good.
Like each one rail's red, one rail's blue. The front of the train, it's fine. It's unique for a RMC coaster, but I don't know. It's kind of ugly too.
No, I like it.
It's weird. It looks spacey.
Yeah, it's very
Spaceship-y.
spacey looking.
Yeah,
Isn't that kind of like Orion's a little bit like that?
a little bit. Yeah. So,
No, you know what it's like? It's kind of like Magnums.
oh, it is. It does remind me of Magnums.
You just said sucks, and you never say a bad word about
Oh,
Magnum.
Magnums is awesome. This one doesn't pull it off quite as well. And I didn't even mention the name because we all know the name's not the best.
Oh, it's awful.
It's dumb. But I guess if I owned an amusement park and I had the money to build a park, would I name a roller coaster after me?
No.
No, probably not.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm showing Mark now. There's a picture where it inverts over the arcade building there.
Yeah.
It looks like it has a little bit of everything. Airtime, inversions, the stall, which we all love the stall inversion. I think it's going to be awesome coaster. Probably the second best coaster in Georgia. Behind
find out.
Goliath.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
You're going to stall over all the noobs in the arcade.
Yeah, so that's it. That's all the news we're going to talk about. We're going to take a quick break.
No, we're not.
Then we'll be back with
I'm not ready for a break yet.
It is, I guess it is soon for a break. Should we wait for the break?
We're not taking a break. Okay, leave this all in. All right, taking a break. Hello, friends. The only thing better than riding a world-class roller coaster is having a world-class cup of coffee. And we got that cup of coffee for you.
Yes, we do. That cup of coffee is from Green Glass Coffee Company, located in Paw Paw, Michigan. They specialize in artisan roasted specialty coffees made honestly. They take pride in providing you coffee that has been resourced responsibly.
That's right, folks. So go to greenglasscoffee.com and get this delicious coffee. And when you wake up in the morning and you're drinking it and you feel alive,
Think about us.
think about us.
greenglasscoffee.com. Honestly made, honestly good. So we went to California in August.
Sure.
We flew there. We didn't
Yep.
drive. We flew on an airplane.
Yep. It's a mechanical car with wings.
It is.
You get peanuts on it.
Yeah. So, or the Biscoff cookies.
We got the Biscoff cookies.
Those are pretty
and
good.
the water. And I got a Coke.
Yeah. Oh.
I watched 2 movies.
What did I watch?
I watched News of the World with Tom Hanks. It's delightful, by the way.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
It's delightful.
I can't remember
really good.
what I watched.
Tom Hanks
He's great.
he's the best. He's the most lovable man in America.
Yeah, he's got a new show that just came out on Apple TV, I think.
He does.
About him and a robot friend.
Yep.
But anyways,
It's called Turner and Hooch.
I wish. So we went to California. It was a 3-night, 4-day trip. We did Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, and Magic Mountain. And then
And we saw Marty McFly's house.
we did. We found Marty McFly's house. It's really close to Magic Mountain, actually.
It is. And we found the mall.
Yeah, the Twin Pines Mall.
It's the Libyans.
The Libyans! They found me! The Libyans! Yeah, we saw them all. That was by Knott's Berry Farm in that area.
Yep.
In Anaheim. Yeah, so the first thing we did was Disneyland. And this is the first time Mark and I had each been to Disneyland. That was the original Disney park. Opened in the 50s, I think like 54 or something like that. And if you've been to a Disney park, you know the quality is top notch. It's a beautiful park.
Yep.
The trams were not running from the parking structure because of COVID, so you had to walk. It was almost it felt like a mile walk.
It was
from
a long walk.
The parking garage to the front entrance of the park. It was
a
a long
walk.
walk. But our big goal of that day was to get a pass to ride the Star Wars ride, Rise of the Resistance. You had to make a reservation basically, and the reservations fill up in like 10 seconds, literally. So
You even bought the internet and the airplane to try to get them.
yeah, because
You only have a certain amount of times to do it.
yeah, you have 2 chances to do it. You have first thing in the morning, I think at 8 a.m., which we were on the airplane, so I spent $20 to get internet service on the airplane. Of course, it sucked. So that didn't work out. I missed out on the reservation because as soon as they open it and you hit the button to reserve, like you can be lightning quick, and then by the time you hit the button, it's already filled up.
Yep.
So your second opportunity is at noon, but you have to be inside the park.
Was it noon?
Or 11, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Noon or 11. But basically, by the time we landed, got the car, ate some Del Taco.
Made some Del Taco.
We did.
Was it Del Taco? No, it wasn't Del Taco. It was
Oh, it was El Pollo Loco.
El Pollo Loco.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
By the time we ate that and got into the park, it was about 11:56.
Yep.
So we barely made it. We stood right in the front entrance there by the fire station,
By the bathrooms.
by the bathrooms, and we got the reservation.
You did. I missed out.
Oh,
we
yeah,
both tried.
I got it. Yeah, we both tried. I got it, and we wrote it.
Nope.
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
You know, I know probably most of you are. A lot of you have probably been to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, in Florida.
But I'm sure not a lot of you have been out to California's land. Magic Kingdom, Disneyland, very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
They are.
I mean, they are, but they're not.
well, they are.
They have the same like entrance area, like the same
Yeah, the same
main
entrance-
street. Is that what they call
Yeah,
it?
the main street's the same. The entry plaza is the same, basically. The castles are different. At Disneyland, you have Sleeping Beauty's castle. Magic Kingdom in Florida, you have Cinderella's castle.
They both have the Tomorrowland. They're pretty similar.
Mhm. They both have
The Space Mountain in the same area for the most
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, Adventureland, Frontierland. They have a lot of the same rides, like your Pirates of the Caribbean. That's a small world.
Does Magic Kingdom have the pirates?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I missed it. I was just at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, they have it there.
Okay, yeah, they have the Peter Pan.
They have the Haunted Mansion ride at both parks, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Now, the Space Mountain at Magic Kingdom, it has the 2 different loading areas. Mm-hmm. Disneyland only has 1 loading area. And I would say Magic Kingdom Space Mountain's a little bit better. Mm-hmm. But the Big Thunder Mountain is way better at Disneyland.
Yeah, that's what
way
you were
better.
telling me. Yeah. Yeah, and I think they're pretty similar. They obviously aren't identical, but yeah, I liked
The big difference, though, of course, is Disneyland has Star Wars area.
Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah,
not Galactic.
it has Galaxy's Edge. Obviously, there's only 2 parks in California where there's 4 of them.
Four
in Orlando.
Yeah, 4 parks plus like 2 water parks. Like Orlando, when you're in Disney World, you're like in a city. It's like 40 square miles.
Yeah.
And it's much smaller in California. You have Disneyland and you have California's Adventure. I forget what it's called. Across from Disneyland.
Yep.
But anyways, so I had been to the Florida Magic Kingdom before, and I loved it. And I was expecting to like Disneyland less, just because it's, in my mind, it was smaller. It wasn't as like fancy or as magical. I knew it was gonna be fun, but I just figured it wasn't gonna be as good. But I was proved wrong. I like Disneyland better than Magic Kingdom.
Even if you take out, of course, it has a Star. Basically,
Star
Magic
Wars.
Kingdom. Basically, Disneyland's almost like Magic Kingdom and Hollywood put together in
Hollywood
some
Studios,
ways.
yeah.
Some of Hollywood put together Magic Kingdom. I was just at Magic Kingdom too, so I can really compare. Even if you take out the Star Wars area, I prefer Disneyland over Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
I do. I think Disneyland's a better park. They're they're very similar, but there's little things I like better. I like the pathways better in Disneyland too. Magic Kingdom has some dead ends. It's just kind of some weird paths.
It does have a lot of dead ends, like back by Splash
Yeah.
Mountain. Oh, both parks have a Splash Mountain.
Yes.
Yeah, but at Magic Kingdom, there's a dead end back by Splash Mountain and Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. There's a dead end at Space Mountain.
Yep.
There's just a lot of dead ends, yeah. They are adding the Tron roller coaster.
They are in the Tron roller coaster.
At Magic Kingdom.
Yes. They're getting there. I was just there. Although the Cinderella Castle is more impressive than Sleeping Beauty's.
Yes, easily, yeah.
But even the Sleeping Beauty Castle is cool.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
But yeah, Disneyland really surprised me. Because I just went to Magic Kingdom like about a month ago, where we went to Disneyland about
2 or 3 months ago. Yeah.
So, the last time I was at Magic Kingdom, I was a kid. So,
Yeah.
I didn't remember anything really. So, I just didn't know what to expect from Disneyland. But it was so much more fun than I even thought it was going to be. And Star Wars is unreal.
Oh, man. Even if there was no rides back there and you just got to walk around the Galaxy's Edge area, it's so immersive and so impressive.
Not one little inch of that was not, taken to full detail. Not everything.
Everything was taken into consideration. They didn't miss a thing.
No.
And when you're not in Galaxy's Edge, you can't really see it.
No, they hide it.
You can see kind of an outline of some canyons, but you can't see what's back there. And then when you're in Galaxy's Edge, you can't see anything outside of it.
Nope.
They designed it masterfully, and it's impressive.
Yep.
And so obviously they have a giant replica of the Millennium Falcon that you can see.
Smuggler's Run's in there.
Yep, Smuggler's Run's in there. So there's 2 rides back there: Smuggler's Run and Rise of the Resistance.
Rise of the Resistance. Yeah.
Rise of the Resistance. Yep. And I love both of them. And Rise of the Resistance is probably the more known ride. Probably most people consider that better of the 2. The technology in that was insane, but I like them equally.
I did too.
I think.
I was a little disappointed with Rise.
Yeah,
I was a little disappointed. Now, you could tell the amount of money they put into it. I mean, everything was elite, top notch. I guess maybe it's because it was my fault. I expected the greatest thing ever, and I was let down a little bit. But
yeah,
it's incredible.
Yeah, and I'll say this: I was let down a little bit, but I think it's my fault because my expectations were so high. Because I still think it's probably the best indoor ride of that kind that I've ever been on. It's just it didn't, because people have been going nuts over it, and I can see why.
It's impressive.
It's super impressive. The technology is nuts.
And it's long too. They fit a lot in there.
Oh yeah, even the queue, once you enter a certain portion of the queue, you're already immersed in the story, and there's different points where you stop, and there's a point where you're loading onto a spaceship.
Yep.
Because you're captured, and it's cool. From start to finish, the queue all the way through the ride, it's really fun.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Smuggler's Run is more of a you're flying the Millennium Falcon.
It's a video ride kind of. You just watch the screen, but the thing moves and
like a motion simulator.
Yeah, motion simulator.
Yeah, and I think it fits 10 people in these little cockpits, and everyone has a job to do. Mark and I got stuck with the worst jobs because
I was shooting missiles, I think.
I forget what I was doing, maybe shooting missiles too, but we got paired with a family, and the family had a young kid, and obviously the kid got, to do the cool stuff flying and everything, but it was still a ton of fun.
Yep, really good.
Yeah. And then
I was a little let down by Rise. I was more pleasant surprised by Smuggler.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, because I think my expectations were super high for one, and it didn't meet it, and my expectations were low for Smuggler's Run, and it, exceeded those.
And of course, you had, we went during COVID. She wasn't necessarily walking, but you had the actress playing Rey, who looks just like Rey out there. Their shows, their shows of Kylo Ren. The Stormtroopers, they interact with you. They don't break character, which is really cool. We had the Rotunda wrap, the food. Yeah. Oh my god, that Rotunda wrap.
It was good.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
What is it? It's a pita.
It was pita
with
some kind of cabbage on it, and I forget what the meat was. Was it lamb?
I think it was lamb.
Was it lamb? So
It was almost like a gyro.
Yeah, it was kind of like a gyro, but it was really unique. But
there was
delicious.
like a sausage in there.
Yeah, there was sausage and lamb, I think.
Unreal.
Oh,
so good.
it was good.
It's one of the best amusement park foods I've ever had in my life. So good.
It's good, yeah.
And then we had the milk.
Oh yeah, the blue milk, I think.
Tastes like liquid crayons. Yeah. That's what I thought it tasted like. It was fine.
It was fine, but it's fun to experience it, and it looks really cool back there at nighttime, and yeah, it was amazing. And of course, anytime you go to a Disney park, you're fully immersed. So obviously, when you're in the Galaxy's Edge area, all the people who work back there are in character. Yep. So yeah, it is super fun. And another thing that's unique about Disneyland compared to Magic Kingdom is they have the Matterhorn Bobsled roller coaster,
Which is fun.
which is the first tubular steel coaster.
Totally tubular.
Yeah, and that was fun, and that looks cool from the midway.
Yeah. They have Indiana Jones, which Orlando does not have.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It's really loud. That was one thing I remember about it. It was super loud.
It was loud.
There's some cool parts on it, though. I thought it was a cool ride.
You're stuck in a car and it just kind of rips around like a track, kind of.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's cool, yeah. It's a long walk back there.
Jungle Cruise is... I haven't seen the movie yet, but the ride's... Man, it's fine.
Yeah.
The workers are very good at it, though.
Yeah, the
with all the
skippers
jokes.
or whatever. Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, it's a classic ride.
Of all the classic rides, what was your favorite? Jungle Cruise,
Haunted Mansion.
Pirates, Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
What else would you consider Peter
The
Pan?
classics. Yeah, Peter Pan is a classic.
Pinocchio was a...
Yeah,
Pinocchio's very kid-friendly. Like,
Yeah.
it's very, very, like, eh.
Yeah, of those classic rides, yeah, I liked... Peter Pan was really charming. I liked that.
I loved how you fly above everything.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I would say Haunted Mansion for me. And I like Pirates of the Caribbean, too.
I would take... Yeah, probably Haunted.
Yeah.
Peter Pan are Haunted.
Yeah.
I like Pirates is fine.
Yeah.
You know, they had Jack Sparrow all over the place.
Yeah.
Now, yeah.
But
What's the other one? Jungle Cruise is
fine. We didn't ride It's a Small World. We just didn't get around to it.
No.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really fun park. Even if you go without kids, there's plenty to do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We took nice pictures in front of the castle.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
We did.
Did that.
We did, yeah.
Did we buy anything? I didn't buy anything there, did you?
No, I didn't. I'm surprised I didn't. But...
Bought a couple of $5 Cokes.
Yeah, $5 Cokes.
Rotunda wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't buy anything.
Probably the worst ride we rode there, though, was the Buzz Lightyear one.
Oh, it's terrible.
That thing needs to go.
It looks bad, too.
It looks bad. I think we really only rode it because it was such a short line.
So for Magic Kingdom, folks, their Tomorrowland, especially when you walk into Tomorrowland, it's almost identical, except at Disneyland they have the Buzz ride, which is like you shoot the guns for the points. At Magic Kingdom, it's the Monsters Inc. ride where you tell jokes or you send jokes in.
Oh, that is actually really good. It's called the Monster Inc. Laugh Floor or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't get a ride. We waited in line, but it broke down. But that's basically what
it's actually not a ride. If it's the same as it was when I went in 2013, it's not a ride actually. What you do is you go and sit in like a theater, and there's a monster comedian on stage. Because, he tells you jokes. It tells you to send jokes in. Yeah, and it's to fill up, because at the end of spoiler alert, at the end of Monsters, Inc., they, instead of scaring people to get power, they make people laugh. Yep. So it's really funny, though, because the monster on stage, like, telling the jokes, there's, like, a human watching from somewhere else, like, interact. So it feels like you're interacting with That's cool. With the monster because, whoever's working the character can see in, and yeah, it's super funny. Huh. Yeah, it's cool. Did you tell any dirty jokes? No. Is it all clean? I didn't tell any jokes. I don't remember hearing any dirty jokes. Did you send in, "Do you love me?" No, that's a real nice ski mask. I never got that joke. Yeah, because it cuts it out. That's Dumb and Dumber. Yeah. Before he farts. Because it cuts into mid-joke. I've even Google searched it. Like, nobody knows. Yeah. And he says, "Do you love me?" She says, "No, that's a real nice ski mask." And they all crack up. So it must be hilarious. I don't know. It's hilarious without knowing that. Yeah. But I love going to Disney parks. I mean, they're hard to compare to like an amusement park like Cedar Point or something like that because I think they're different. But
Totally different. It's not what I consider those like
theme.
To me, there's a theme park and amusement parks are different. It's a theme park. It's different.
Yeah.
The ride, everything's very family friendly. You're not getting any crazy thrills there.
It's top notch. Everything. Yeah.
Well, I mean, of course, it's overcrowded. Mm-hmm. I love Disneyland. I like Disney World and all that stuff. But there's some negatives too, but as you all guys know. But Disneyland was a huge surprise to me. I had a lot of fun. It was really busy, but like it wasn't like we can't walk around overwhelming busy.
Right.
Like I went to Magic Kingdom again like a month ago. It was like overwhelming busy where you couldn't do anything.
Right. Yeah, I think the longest we waited was 40 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
And most everything else, because with the Disney app, which I recommend getting if you go to the park, because it shows you ride wait times. It's pretty accurate.
Yep.
I think the most wait times were like 15 minutes. Like Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, we could walk on.
And of course, everything, they're so fast there. Every ride's built for the crowds.
Yeah, everything is high capacity. Like probably, the longest we waited was the first time we rode Space Mountain, and it was probably 40 minutes.
Yeah. Yep.
Everything else was, less than that. So super fun day. Super fun.
Elsa waved at me.
Oh, yeah, Elsa waved at Mark.
And Minnie Mouse waved at me.
Yeah.
Yep. The ladies were after me.
They were. Yeah, because they do the parades and all that fun stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
So, lots of fun. So that was the first day.
Disneyland.
Yep. And then day 2 of our trip.
You don't want to talk about our hotel.
Our hotels were not the best.
Well, we got 2, but the first one we were there for a couple nights. Priceline, Priceline or like hotel or Booking.com. There's guest scores.
Yeah.
Like the hotel was like a 7.8 or 7.6 on the website. You know the owner. You know the owner just has like a bunch of email accounts and kept putting 10s.
Kept like rating it.
Oh my god.
Hotel. Well, I will say so when Mark and I go on trips, we don't stay at the worst motels, but we're definitely on a budget. So we'll stay at a Motel 6 or a Super 8 or whatever.
We try to go for at least a 7 guest rating or higher.
Yeah, we really pay attention to the guest ratings, but we're not fancy guys. We just need a nice, clean bed to sleep in, and that's it. Because basically, most times we're at a hotel for 6 to 7 hours, and that's it.
I felt unsafe there a little bit.
Yeah, so in the Anaheim area, because we wanted a hotel near Disneyland and near Knott, because those parks are close together, there's not a lot of options.
Well, everything was so expensive, too.
There's not a lot of options on like our budget, but even I would say, obviously everything in that area is more expensive. So even like a Holiday Inn, which would be like $80 to $110 anywhere else in the country, is like $200 a night there.
Yeah.
Like their median range of like average hotels, like the prices were expensive. So we had like even less to choose from, sort of.
Yep.
Because even the dump that we stayed at, we probably still spent like $70 a night.
It was like 99. It was like 90. No, it was like 95 a night or something like that. It was ridiculous. The hot water never worked.
Yeah, the hot water didn't work. It was
kind
a bit sketchy. Like the kind of hotel that has a security guard.
They did have a security guard there. It was like in a strip mall.
Yeah, the hotel was in a strip mall, but
next to a hat shop and a Nike shoe shop or something like that.
It was like a sneaker boutique. Yeah. It was a chain hotel. I can't remember what it was.
It was a Days Inn.
It was a Days Inn.
And I remember it was like people like sleeping in their car outside. It was like a nasty van. It was just I don't know. It was sketchy.
It was a little sketchy. Nothing happened, but it just wasn't a great experience. But we were there 2 nights.
We did have Del Taco by there.
Oh, and we did have Del Taco. That wasn't the worst hotel we stayed at, but it wasn't the best.
Just saying, those Priceline scores are always accurate. Anyway.
Yeah, so we slept, and then day 2, before we went to Knott's, we tracked down the mall from Back to the Future.
We did.
You can find that photo on our Instagram page. It was cool to see in person.
Oh, yeah. Back to the Future fans.
Yeah, huge fans. So we saw that in person, and then we got some Krispy Kreme donuts in the parking lot. There was a donut place there.
We're really going over everything, aren't we?
We are.
Then we stopped and got gas, and I got an energy drink before we went to Knott's. This is all true.
And then
I bought a California scratch off and lost.
Oh, yeah.
And then we drove.
We got to Knott's. Now, I had been to Knott's before. and Mark has not.
I've not.
He has not been to Knott.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it.
I love Knott's Berry Farm.
It's my second favorite Cedar Fair park.
Yeah, I agree.
Behind Cedar Point.
Uh-huh. And for me, too, like, it's funny about Knott's is, like, obviously I have a ton of fun when I'm there, but I appreciate it more when I'm not there. Like, the more I think back on Knott's, it's like, oh, man, that park is so good. But
It's so charming.
it's so charming. It's really unique. It has a lot of unique stuff that the other Cedar Fair parks don't have.
Yep. Really good rides.
Mm-hmm. And Mark didn't even get to ride Timber Mountain Log
Nope.
Flume.
It was busy,
Super busy.
when we went.
Yes.
Like, insanely busy.
Yes. And we didn't ride Calico Mine Ride either, which is also super fun. We did ride Calico River Rapids, but it was busy, really
Oh,
busy.
my God. We were on Ghost Rider twice. I think the first time I waited like 2 hours.
First time, yeah, I think, we waited about an hour and a half to 2 hours.
I think it was about 2 hours. Well, we were at the end of the night.
Yeah, yeah.
We were one of the last trains, like literally one of the last trains.
One problem I had this time around compared to the first time around is there seemed to be a lot more line cutting. There was a lot of young kids there.
But they're also more short-staffed, too, though.
Yes, yeah. So that part was annoying.
Lots of line jumping.
Mm-hmm. It was just, there was a ton of teenagers there, more than the last time I went.
Yep.
So it didn't ruin the trip or anything, or that visit, but so yeah, they have Ghost Rider there, which is their wooden coaster, which is excellent.
Spectacular.
That was my favorite coaster of the trip.
Yep.
It was, I forget who originally built it, but it was retracked by GCI.
I think it was a CCI.
Yeah. GCI retracted it. It's amazing. It's got a great layout. It's super long.
It's so good.
It's I can't even compare it to any other wooden coasters because I don't know. I mean,
It's unique.
it's unique. There's no other layout that I can think of that's like it.
Great light package.
Looks great
Yep.
at night. It has like an orange lighting going all along the coaster.
Yeah, the key line's kind of fun.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
The queue's fun.
It's all in the station almost. Like
Yeah.
you're underneath and you walk up a
you walk
couple
up the
layers.
stairs. Yeah. So that's fun. It's a great coaster.
Oh yeah, it's top notch. It's elite, like grade A, like elite top notch.
Yeah, and their invert there is Silver Bullet, which I didn't ride. This is the first time I got to ride it because the first time I went, I didn't ride it. But it's a good.
One of the best B&M inverts.
Yeah, it's a good invert.
One of the best B&M inverts. You heard it.
Yeah, they have a cool element where it's almost an inversion, but then it didn't invert all the way. It's kind of almost like it reminded me of an RMC like Outer Bank, Airtime Hill sort
Yep.
of. That part's really cool. It has like a really good finale over this like a little water thing.
Location helps it a lot.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like right in the middle of the park. It almost spans the entire. I mean,
Well, when you walk in the front entrance of the park, you're pretty much standing under the boomerang part or the Cobra Roll.
it's cool.
part. Yeah,
You are. It's cool.
Yeah, it's a really solid invert. I like it a lot. Hang time was closed when we went,
It's
unfortunately.
a real bummer for me. You've been on it though.
Yeah, huge bummer. It's fun. It's a Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster. It's great.
Yep. Yeah, I really, really bummed I missed it. Is this still even up yet?
Yeah, it
It's
just
up.
opened about a week ago.
Jeez.
I don't know why it was closed. I forget, but yeah, it's finally open.
It was closed all summer then.
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, because it was closed even way before we went, like for quite
Yeah,
a while.
It was. Yeah, I think it was.
Like early July, I think.
Yeah.
Man, Accelerator's fun. It's. I mean, It's fine.
Yeah, it's a quick ride.
It's fun.
The
it's
launch
totally
is fun and everything. Yeah. It's a good addition for that park.
It's really good. Sidewinder's a fun ride. It's pretty fun. Do they have a boomerang? No, they got rid of their boomerang.
Yeah.
That's where hang time is.
Yep.
Yeah.
They have Montezuma's Revenge.
Classic.
Yeah, that's the shuttle loop coaster.
It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
Jaguar.
That one to me is more of like a big mine train ride, sort of.
It's alright.
It's just the thing I like about it is it just kind of goes all over the park.
It really does.
You get some good views.
It's loud.
It's super loud.
Yeah.
But it's cool how it like threads the loop of Montezuma's Revenge and yeah.
What did that one kid say to you? I remember we were in line with him in Jaguar later at night too.
Oh,
So
like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of annoying kids there, like just a lot of teenagers. They're just obnoxious. Like I would say 90% of the kids, of the people at the park that day were under 18.
Oh, they're so annoying.
Like I don't know if it was summer, like, I don't know why. It was just all these kids, but this kid thought he was cool, and I was drinking water. I think I was holding 2 cups of water.
I was getting footage, I
Because
think.
Mark was, like, getting footage, and it was super hot, so we were drinking a lot of water. And he, like, walked up to me, and he was like, he asked me what I was drinking, and I said, water. And then he was like, oh, where'd you get that? And I could tell he was just being a smart ass. So I was like, just don't leave me alone, please.
Did you just say, like, did you tell him to go away?
Yeah, and then I told him to leave me alone. And he said, what'd you say? I said, go away, please. And then he went back, and then I gave him the stink eye. Because we had to wait in the queue with this kid for like 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah. He's one of his kids. It was him, like his other, like,
His other buddy and some girls.
With 2 girls.
Yeah,
He had to show
so
up.
it's just, you know, how sometimes that age of kids, they're just old enough to have some freedom, and some of them, it goes to their head, I think.
You know, for those of you guys, I know Adam from videos, but I'll give you an inside scoop. Adam can be grumpy.
I get crotchety. Oh, yeah, I do get
He's like a crotchety old man. So I remember I was getting footage, and I saw this kid talk. I heard Adam say, "Go get out of here."
Yeah. Sometimes, well, especially when it's hot out.
Yeah.
It was hot. I just wasn't
Like
in
Adam,
the mood.
Adam, he was not in the mood. I just told him to get out of here.
So I sent him on his way. So we saw him again later. He did leave me alone, though.
Oh yeah, you scared him.
Oh,
I
yeah,
scared
he
him.
avoided eye contact with me.
But we saw him in Jaguar later.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah. Jaguar's fine. Sierra Sidewinder, that's a spinning coaster. That's fine. It looks back there in like the Camp Snoopy area is really pretty.
There is no ugly area in that park.
No, not at all.
It's
the Ghost Town, the Calico Ghost Town.
Oh, it's so
area.
cool.
Yeah.
What about the bear? That bear ride surprised me.
Oh yeah.
Fun. Mm-hmm. Fun ride.
The Knott's Berry Tales.
Fun.
It's
Good.
just replaced the Voyage to the Iron Reef. Mm-hmm. It's like one of those blaster rides.
We waited forever for
yeah.
that though. Oh my god.
like an hour.
It was like kind of like where you kind of lose your before your second wind, where you're just like, oh,
I was dragging ass.
you got 2 swears in here already. In the
Sorry.
last 5 minutes.
I was dragging butt.
I was barely hanging on, barely.
Got it. Well, I think part of the reason too, obviously it was busy, but they were short staffed, and that ride in particular, I just remember.
Oh my God.
It was just such low capacity for whatever reason, especially when we compared it to being at Disneyland the day before, where they're just like a lot of their flat rides at Disneyland. It's a moving platform, so like it never stops moving. So people are constantly loading and unloading, loading and unloading.
Yep.
So, yeah. So we finally rode it. It was
It's
super
awesome.
fun.
It's so good. The shooters are like
Jam jars,
Yeah,
right?
it's just so cool.
And I think you're shooting foxes or
Yeah,
something.
it's really
It's
fun.
great.
Really
One of
fun.
the best like kind of family shooting style rides I've ever been on.
It looks really good too. The entrance is so nice.
Yeah, it's
the
charming.
building looks great.
Another thing I thought was cool too is when you exit into the gift shop.
It smells like berries.
Yeah, they made it smell like berries down
What do
in
they
the
call it?
gift shop.
Boonesberry?
Oh, boysenberry.
Boysenberry.
Boysenberry. Yeah, that's another cool thing about Knott is
Where's your poster? I just thought you bought a Calico poster.
I bought a Timber Mountain log flume poster.
Yeah.
I didn't hang it up yet. I gotta
Why?
get a frame for it. I still gotta get a frame for it.
You had to carry that in the plane.
Yeah. That's right.
It was worth it though.
Oh yeah, man! And you didn't get to ride the log flume. That's
I
one of my favorite
know.
rides there.
The line was like 2 hours long, all day long.
This is the tip. If you go to Knott's Berry Farm, ride the log flume first, or Ghost Rider first, because those lines are long all day, like hour and a half to 2 hours all day. And I told Mark this, but Mark we're on a coaster credit.
Yes, I was.
So when we got to
I was humped for 300.
Yeah, he was on the hunt for 300, and he had to ride like 4 coasters before he got to 300.
No.
Maybe even 5. Did you have to ride,
There's 9 coasters there, right?
did you have to ride all the coasters?
I think I was 8 short.
Yeah.
I had to ride 7 coasters, and I want a Ghost Rider to be it.
Because this guy wanted Ghost Rider to be his number 300 coaster.
Yes.
We had to skip going there first, which is the smart thing to do, and ride all the other coasters. It worked out, though, because we got on like...
We knocked out a lot of them
Yeah.
quickly. Because Accelerator's line is long, too. Accelerator is long all day.
Accelerator gets long.
We walked right on it
Yeah,
almost.
Accelerator, that was a quick one. Coast Rider, because that got long later. They're Wild Mouse.
All of them were long.
Yeah, so we did knock out a lot early, which worked out. But we missed out on the Timber Mountain log flume, which sucks, because I love that. It's the best log flume.
Even the Calico train ride was
Yeah.
To be fair, that line never looked long. That line just would not move.
Yeah, for whatever, the Calico Mine Ride, the line was just not moving. I think they were down a couple trains because when I rode it before, the trains are super long and it was not a long wait. But I don't know what happened this time. But that one was super fun too. But yeah.
I mean, we knocked out Silver Bullet, Accelerator,
Pony Express too.
Pony Express, Sierra, Coast Rider.
Montezuma's Revenge.
I think we did that one a little later.
Yeah.
I think we knocked out like 5 of the 9 coasters though, like in the first like hour and a half though, because that part got nuts.
Yeah, it seemed like people never stopped coming to the park.
Yes,
it just
all day
continually
long.
got busy and busier.
And usually at night people leave. The lines
Yeah.
never went down.
Nope. But it just got busier as the night went on.
And having a hang time open would have helped.
It would have, yeah.
It would have spread the lines out a little bit.
But Pony Express was pretty fun.
It's unique.
It's a
I liked
nice
it.
family launch coaster. I didn't get to ride that before because it was closed, so I was glad to ride that this time. And we rode the Calico River Rapids ride, which was
pretty good.
Renovated a couple years ago.
Looks great.
It's probably one of my favorite raft rides.
We rode at night. It was pitch dark too. Night.
Yeah, it was
I think
fun.
we rode that before Ghost Rider.
Yeah, the theming on it's really good. And yeah, I'm trying to think what else. The food there is good.
Good. I got a turkey leg.
Yeah, you got a turkey leg. I think I got a brisket or something like that. It's good.
Yep.
Yeah, I just love the park because I like the atmosphere of the park, and they're known for their boysenberry stuff, so that you can get boysenberry punch, boysenberry ice cream, boysenberry beer, boysenberry corn dogs. Yeah, just a lot of.
You can get boysenberry steak, boysenberry chicken legs. I made that up.
Yeah, he made that part up.
Yep.
But you can get like boysenberry salsa and
Yep.
I mean anything like chocolate.
The shops are really good there.
Oh,
Really good shops.
Tons of merch.
And when you're outside Knott's, they have like the shopping area, and they have like the restaurant with the chicken or whatever.
The famous chicken restaurant. I forget what it's called. Knott's Famous Chicken.
Yep.
Yeah.
I really like the area a lot. It feels it feels more like not just a theme park or amusement park, I guess.
Yeah.
It feels like a whole experience because there's so much to do outside the park too.
Yeah, it's a really well themed amusement park.
Very tight area though.
Yeah,
it's not a
small.
huge park. And they're adding the Giga Coaster in 2023.
Yeah, the rumor is they're going to be building a Giga Coaster, which I really hope they do, because I would love a reason to go back.
Oh, we're going back.
Yeah, you can get ride hang time finally.
Yep.
But it's a excellent park. It's my second favorite
Oh,
Cedar Fair park. Yeah, love it.
Yep, and Ghost Rider.
Love it.
So good. Number 300.
Yes.
I ended up, now the season's over, I ended up at 321.
Oh, that's pretty good. I
What'd you
think
end up
I'm
at?
at 306 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I
321.
got some catching up to do.
He's busting my balls about the 300, but I have all good coasters for my milestones though, so I wanted to
did.
continue.
I got my number 300 at Magic Mountain.
Did you get? Yeah, you did. You remember what it was?
No,
I took your picture, right? We got your picture.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what it was.
What?
Because I made an incredible Photoshop.
Oh, yeah.
It's exhibit.
Oh, yeah, I did. West Coast Racers was
Yeah.
my number 300.
Go to our Twitter page or our Instagram page. It's on there.
Yeah.
I could actually no. It's a real picture. Exhibit was there.
Yeah, exhibit was there with me. Yeah, usually like all my milestone coaster credits are stupid kids rides, so I was trying to keep that theme going. But we didn't ride any of the kids rides at Magic Mountain, and it was busy that day, so I just said whatever coaster is 300 is 300. So it ended up being West Coast Racers, which is fine.
My 100 was Renegade at Valley Fair. 150 was New Texas. No, 150 was Sky Rush at Hershey. 200 was New Texas Giant. 250 was.
I was probably with you.
It was Cannibal.
Oh yeah. That's
250 was Cannibal, and 300 was Ghost Rider. It's a hell of a list, though.
Oh, it is.
It really is. It's wide, varied, and it's like all over the country.
I think my 100 was the
Tigerhawk, maybe?
No,
It was
Little Dipper.
At Michigan Adventure.
Little Dipper at Michigan's Adventure.
Which is now Woodstock.
Yeah, 150. I can't remember. They're all just like kids coasters. I think my 300 though was the kids coaster at Lagoon, the little one. I can't remember.
250. It would have been 250.
250. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called, but yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. What's the best coaster out of that? Renegade, Sky Rush, New Texas Giant, Cannibal, Ghost Rider.
Hmm.
You at home too, you can play too. I can't hear you though. Oh, what's that, Steve? Oh, you picked Ghost Rider? Oh, okay.
That's really hard. At first, I was like, "Oh, New Texas Giant." Then I thought,
People were like,
Cannibal.
I bet you people were like, that's the worst one. I don't
I
know.
know. Well, Sky Rush, no.
I love Sky Rush. Those trains, man.
I would say probably, for me, Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Probably Ghost Rider.
They're all really
They're
good.
all really
They're
good.
all really
I
good.
love Cannibal. I love New Texas Giant.
I would say Renegade's my least favorite. It's still really good though.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. It's hard to say.
If Sky Rush had great trains, to me that's a top 5 coaster.
Yeah.
The layout, it's so good. Anyway, on to Magic Mountain.
Yeah, so we did have to stay at that crap hotel after Knott's again.
Then we went to Magic Mountain.
Then we went to Magic Mountain the next day.
Magic Mountain.
I had been there before, but not since 2003.
I've never been there.
Yeah, Mark had never been there before, so obviously the park has changed a ton since 2003. Before we went to the park, though, we did stop at Marty McFly's house.
Oh, we did it the
From
next
back to
day?
the-
I thought we did. Oh, we did. It was the next day.
Yeah, we did that on the way to Magic Mountain because it's really close. And we drove by and we saw it, and I decided to get out of the car to take a picture. And the current homeowner happened to walk outside, and he seemed a little crotchety at first.
But he loved talking about it, though.
And he did, well, because, I was taking a picture, and he came out, and we weren't trying to bother anyone. And he came out, and I just kind of waved, and he kind of did a little half wave, and I just said, "Hey, sorry, we're big fans of the movie. We like your house." And he looked annoyed, but at the same time, he wouldn't let us leave. He just kept talking to us.
And the neighbor came out with flyers.
Yeah, this neighbor came out because they say that happens all the time.
Yeah, he said it happens every day, numerous
Daily,
times. Yeah.
Then the neighbor came out, and she had photos that she had scanned from the filming that they had took themselves, like personal photos, and she had them printed out on this paper with some information that she handed to us.
Yeah, like pictures of like Marty McFly, Michael J. Fox, like hanging out, like
behind the
between
scenes.
takes.
Yeah.
And he was saying that Michael J. Fox used to watch TV with them, like
Yeah.
in the room, the
Yeah,
family
with his
room, in the
kids and
house
stuff.
between sets.
Yeah, because the guy that lives there now, it's his like childhood home, I think.
His dad, it was his dad's house.
Yeah, and he bought the house, so he's been living there since they filmed. And so he told us some pretty cool behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
So he turned out to be a really nice guy. It was funny because it seemed like we were bothering him, but also he likes talking about it.
Oh yeah, he likes the attention. Yeah.
Right.
And the neighbor loves it. She ran out with that. She couldn't wait to get that away.
Because we were there, like I kept trying to leave, like, okay, well, sorry to bother you, but he just kept talking.
And I finally said, "Listen, man,
We got
shut up. I have to go ride next too."
we got some coasters to ride. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got back in the car. We made our drive to Magic
Why
Mountain.
don't you make like a tree and get out of here? That's what I said to him.
So he says to myself, yeah. I would say, before going on this trip, were you looking forward to Magic Mountain the most?
The least.
You were looking forward to Magic Mountain the least still?
I was looking forward to X2 out of any coaster probably. Well, that or Ghost Rider.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, everyone...
I didn't like Magic Mountain.
No, I don't either. And there's parts of it that are okay, kind of nice.
I think it's junky.
Yeah.
I thought it was junky.
To me, Magic Mountain is the perfect representation of Six Flags because it's
mindless buying.
It's just blacktop, quantity over quality.
I mean, they do got good coasters there. There are some really good coasters there.
Doesn't have any charm. It's just like get in here, spend money.
Ads everywhere.
Yeah, ads everywhere. It's not that nice. I don't know.
I thought it was ugly. I thought the park was ugly.
The nicest part is like on the walk to X2 because it's kind of, and like where Top 2 is, it's kind of more forested there.
It's kind of like, for those around here, it's kind of like Great America Southwest area a little bit.
Yeah.
Although I think the Southwest area, Great America is much nicer. Much nicer.
Yeah.
But it sort of has like that kind of like aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the most ugly area is West Coast racers, like that area, I think.
Well, that at least that's clean and it's new,
Yes,
though.
yeah.
I don't think so. I disagree.
No, I disagree.
I disagree entirely.
The worst area is by the log flume.
Oh, it's terrible.
By the log flume and Ninja, they're suspended coasters over there.
The hill's so nasty
It
looking.
is disgusting.
That flume has gotta go.
Yeah, it's bad. It's run down.
It's so ugly looking. The whole park's just. It's just they just put stuff in there.
Yes.
They just put stuff in there.
Yeah, it just seems like there's no thought to it. Even their new coaster that they're putting in now, the new Wonder Woman single rail RMC coaster, it's just crammed into Green Lantern and Batman. Not Green Lantern, by the Riddler and Batman. It's just crammed in there. I mean, it's just there's just no thought to anything.
Nope. I mean, I guess you could say, the theme doesn't do anything for me. I think the West Coast area is the nicest because it's the newest. Well, really though, the section between like Viper walking to that area on the far left, was all the woods, like you go past Tatsu.
Yeah.
Even that's like great, but like at least it's
the
like
nicest area. Yeah.
Yeah, the park is ugly.
The rest of the park is just overstuffed.
Oh yeah.
And dirty and run down and like back by where Scream is. And Twisted Colossus, it's ugly back there.
It's still better in some other sections though.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it sounds like a bag on it, but I'm telling you, it's just like it's nothing but blacktop ads.
Yeah.
Stuff just thrown in. There's just no like infrastructure done to it at all. Like it's just like chipped paint everywhere. It's just like
it's just not charming at all.
None. There's no charm.
Even if you compare it to other Six Flags parks, Six Flags over Georgia's way nicer.
Oh, well, night and day. I think Great America's night and day.
Yeah.
And Great America's sort of like a Great America's like a very nice, clean blacktop park. Like concrete jungle park.
Yes.
But at least it's like at least you could tell they put like time into like and thought into like what the buildings look like and like there's none of that in Magic Mountain. None of it.
No. So I was pretty let down because sometimes people like to make the argument is Magic Mountain's better than Cedar Point or Magic Mountain has the best coaster collection of any park.
Outta here.
I highly disagree.
I would take over Georgia. I would take Great America over it.
It's not even my favorite Six Flags
park. Oh no.
Not even
I would
close.
take Fiesta over it. I would take Great Adventure over, which I think Great Adventure is way overrated too, but I would take Great Adventure over it. I mean, X2 is a very good coaster. Tatsu is closed.
Tatsu is closed.
I don't even know. Is it open now?
It's just opened, yeah.
So much like Hang Time.
Yeah.
So Hang Time and Tatsu were closed when we went.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to ride Tatsu. We didn't ride Superman.
No.
But that's been there forever.
It's been there forever, yeah.
But like, okay, so X2 is a good coaster.
Superman's freaking loud, too.
It's really loud.
It's like a jet.
Full Throttle I thought was a lot of fun.
Oh, wait, what was the first coaster you said? X2?
X2 is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I thought X2 was a lot of fun, but not as good as I would expect, because I hadn't been on that. It wasn't as good as I was hoping it was going to be, because some
love
people love
thing.
it, yeah. For me, it was just like a whatever.
People love X2. Love it.
For me, it was a big whatever. I mean, still really fun, but...
That's a strong word to me. I don't think it's a big whatever. I think it's a legitimately good coaster.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like top 10 at all coaster though. I don't like people freak out about it. I don't get that.
No. Then so
I thought Full Throttle was very good.
Yeah, Full Throttle was a surprise to me.
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
I thought West Coast was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love racing coasters. I thought this one was done really well.
It's a Mobius.
You get to do 2 laps.
It's a very fun coaster. To me, like, sometimes I say it, like, there are coasters that there's nothing wrong with it. It's very fun. I don't really have anything negative to say about it, but just like, it's good.
Yeah.
That's West Coast Racers to me.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
There's nothing great about it. There's nothing bad about it. Whatever. It's fine. It's all fun. It's all good.
Yeah.
I can never ride it again and be fine.
Right. Yeah.
But I could ride it again and be totally happy to ride it again.
Is there any coaster that would bring you back to that park that we rode?
I would like to ride X2 again.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know we're going to go back there again.
Yeah, we'll go back.
Because they constantly put coasters in there.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to build something we want to ride again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and there's so much stuff to do in that area, so we'll be back.
And we still missed some of the We didn't get on everything because there's so many.
Apocalypse, that's a GCI wooden coaster. I like that more than I thought I was going to like.
A lot of people bag on it.
Yeah, people bag on it. I thought it was pretty solid, yeah.
I don't think it's great. It's not. It's certainly
Yeah.
not my favorite GCI, but I thought
Right.
it was a lot much better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It surprised me.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was pretty solid. Green Lantern? No, I keep calling it Green Lantern.
Green
the
Lantern's
Riddler.
The Riddler, the stand-up coaster.
I keep calling it the Green Lantern. Riddler.
I don't like. I don't like stand-up coasters.
No,
It
it's
did
the
nothing for me.
tallest, fastest, longest, whatever stand-up coaster.
I know people say it's the best one.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people say it's the best one.
I like Georgia Scorcher better.
I don't like stand-up coasters at all.
No.
And I would take Georgia Scorcher, I guess.
Yeah.
By default is the best
Yeah.
one. And I've been on all of them.
Yeah, I don't think this one was terrible. Like, I liked it better than Mantis.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It was too much.
Yeah.
Too many inversions.
Yeah, I didn't care for it. The station for it was weird. Like,
Yeah.
all the...
Well, it took forever to get up to there.
Oh, it takes-
The queue line's huge.
Yeah, and the park was super busy, but Mark and I started in the back of the park.
Which was smart. We
So
knocked
we
a
got
lot
a ton
out.
of stuff done quick. And yeah, so their station is weird because once you finally get into the station, the rows to get into whatever seat you want to sit in, they're on like an angle to the train.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. But so when we rode the Riddler, then obviously we could see the construction for the Wonder Woman single rail
This
coaster.
is before we knew what it was.
Right, yeah.
I mean, we all knew it was a single rail. We figured it was the clone of Jersey
yeah, it's a
Devil.
clone of Jersey Devil. It's slightly different. The endings are slightly different, but it's pretty much a clone. Batman
Is the clone.
is another invert clone.
I was the last Batman, though. I've been on every Batman
Yeah, that's true.
in America.
Yep.
Yep.
So that was fine, whatever. And then you round the bend, and then that's when you get to
Twisted Colossus and Goliath.
yeah.
Goliath. I was looking forward to riding Goliath. It's called Goliath there,
Yep.
right? I love the entrance
Oh
side.
yeah, it's awesome.
Love it.
It's probably the best Six Flags entrance.
It's great.
The most iconic Six Flags coaster entrance.
For those who don't know, it's Goliath is spelled in like what, sand or stone, almost like a
Yeah,
mountainside.
like stone carvings. Yeah, they're probably like 15 foot tall
15,
letters.
well, it gradually goes up.
Yeah, yeah.
In the Goliath, the L and the I is like the high point. It
Yeah.
it's like a triangle
Yeah,
almost.
and you kind of walk right in there.
You walk
Yeah.
right between it. Look up pictures. It's amazing looking.
Yeah, it looks cool.
But I really like Titan.
Titan was great.
Titan
Six Flags
surprised me
yeah,
over
Six
Texas.
Flags over Texas was really fun.
They're clones.
Yeah.
Goliath felt way more nerfed. I don't know what it was.
Well, and we got in line for Goliath, and it was pretty much a walk up the station. And before we rode, I was like, man, the line's so short. After
but
we
they
get
were
off,
cranking trains. They had 3 trains, I think.
Yeah, I was like, man, after we get off, well, let's ride it again. There's no one back here. So we got on, we rode it, and it was so boring. We were just like, let's just keep moving on. We didn't even want to ride it again.
But at Titan, I couldn't wait to ride it again.
Yeah.
But we couldn't because it was so busy there.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it just lacked any kind of anything. It was just nothing happened on it.
The only thing I can figure is we got Titan on its absolute best.
Yeah.
Where like the wheels were warmed up, that thing was hauling. Mm-hmm. And we got Goliath like at its absolute worst because it wasn't rough. It was just boring.
It was so boring. In the mid-course brake run, it pretty much brought us to a complete stop.
Well, it doesn't
Which
all
doesn't
of them.
tighten too.
because people are blacking out
yeah,
on
because the
the.
second half, yeah.
That's why I don't build them anymore.
Yeah, but it was complete boring, Bourville.
It's Bourville. I couldn't believe it. I thought, well, I know that ride's fun because
Yeah.
I rode Titan.
Right. It
I
wasn't.
don't know
Yeah.
what happened.
Twisted Colossus.
Twisted Colossus.
I
got some thoughts on this.
I was excited to ride it, really excited to ride it, because you hear from people like it's awesome, it's amazing. We rode it, it wasn't racing, because it's another Mobius coaster, where with West Coast racers, they purposely wait to make sure it races every time. So every time you ride that, you're racing.
Yep. You have the
With-
high five stuff elements,
Yeah.
which it matters.
Yeah, with Twisted Colossus, it's just a crapshoot. It just depends on how fast they dispatch. You just don't know.
Yep.
And we didn't get a racing experience. For me, I thought it was fun, but it wasn't awesome. Mark's tapping the microphone.
Is this thing on?
Yeah.
It is the worst RMC coaster in all of RMC. Twisted Colossus is the worst RMC coaster.
Yeah, I think I agree. I was very underwhelmed.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Every RMC is fun. They're all fun.
For me, Joker is worse, but
At Discovery Kingdom.
Yeah, Joker
really?
was less fun than Twisted Colossus.
Okay, well, I haven't been on Joker.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
of the wooden arm, see with the I saw single rod right again. It's the worst one.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Yeah, me too. Like again, like I thought it was fun, similar to like West Coast Racers. There's nothing bad about it, but it was just underwhelming.
I was so underwhelmed. Like the whole time, all I thought was like, man, this is not that good.
Yeah, it's fine. It's solid, but I like West Coast Racers better.
Yeah, I mean, we rode Twisted Cyclone for the first time in Georgia. It is night and day better.
Yeah.
Night and day better.
Yeah, and still, even a bad RMC coaster is still a good coaster.
I still think it's one of the best coasters in the park, though.
No.
I think Twisted Colossus is still one of the best rides in that park.
I agree. It's probably the second best coaster in the park. Second or third best.
What's your favorite?
Wait, no.
We rode Ninja too, which is... I thought Ninja was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Ninja was a good suspended coaster.
That's a suspended coaster,
yeah. Before I tell you what the best coaster in the park is.
Am I missing any?
No. Oh, yeah. So Scream. That's
Scream.
A floorless coaster.
B&M floorless. Yeah.
Yeah, it was whatever.
It's your, we always complain about it. It's your early 2000s B&M with the exact same back, like ending after the brake run.
Yeah, you got the loop. And
you got the double corkscrews.
Yeah, it's fine. And every time the train dispatches, there's a scream noise.
Love the colors, though.
Yeah.
I love the color
blue and
scheme.
orange. Yeah, it looks
love
great.
It.
Mm-hmm. It's a parking lot coaster.
Yep.
And then a New Revolution. We forgot about that one. That's
your favorite.
That was designed by it's like the Riddler Mindbender. Schwarzkopf.
I was letting you flail.
He wouldn't throw me a life preserver. No. He was letting me drown. So that's a Schwarzkopf. That's one of the oldest coasters at the park.
It's so good. It's so good.
Is this on?
This guy copying me.
The best coaster at the park is a New Revolution. And I'm surprised that I'm saying that, but that was my favorite coaster at the park. I'll say this. I probably had the most fun on it. Yeah. It's not the best It's not the best coaster in the park. I'll say this: if I went again, having been at everything, it might not. I
had low standards though.
Yeah, it might not be my favorite one anymore. But the day we went, that was the best coaster of the day.
It was smooth as butter.
Yeah,
so unique, so fun.
Oh, it's so smooth. I've never been on a bad Schwarzkopf.
I don't know what Schwarzkopf does.
I don't know.
All of their coasters are smooth as butter.
Oh yeah,
smooth as butter.
I love them all. Yeah, so for me, I liked A New Revolution, number 1. And then number 2, probably Full Throttle or West Coast Racers. And then, Twisted Colossus was up there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, people particularly out west are very protective of Magic Mountain.
Oh, I know. We're probably making people mad.
But I think a lot of people, they don't get out to east. They don't go to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. They don't go to Cedar Point, really. They don't go to Kings Island. They don't go to Busch Gardens, Tampa.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, guys. Magic Mountain is a dump with overrated coasters.
It is.
Grossly overrated coasters.
I'm gonna say this, too, to make you even more mad if you're already fuming. It's a park of a bunch of 7 and 8s.
Oh, yeah.
Coasters.
It's nothing but 7 and 8s.
There's nothing elite there. Nothing at all elite. And I guess the closest that I would put on the elite list
is X2.
Is X2, just because it's unique. And some people, it's in their top 5, whatever, favorite coasters. But for me, there's nothing there that would... Obviously, I'm going to go back at some point, but there's nothing there that is drawing me to go back.
No. I think people who say Magic Mountain is the best park in the world has been to 3 parks in their life.
Oh, yeah. Well, even, since they've announced the new single rail coaster coming to the park, I've been seeing things on Twitter like, now that Magic Mountain is adding this new RMC, is there any question left? Is this the best? Is this the coaster capital of the world?
I just laugh.
I'm just like, it's not even the 10th best park in the world to me. And I just say it's quality over quantity for me. Yes, they have the most coasters than any other park, but it's a bunch of 7 and 8s.
They do have premieres, and they have B&Ms everywhere, and they have some RMCs. Yes, it's not like a park that just throws junk in there. Like they legitimately put money into these rides.
Yeah. they just don't have any elite coasters. Like, you know, when you think of Cedar Point, you think of Millennium Force or Steel Vengeance. You think of, you know, Kings Island. They have Orion and Diamondback, and
You know, we didn't get to ride Tatsu.
yeah,
I have no doubt Tatsu's the best flying coaster.
Yeah.
I'm sure it looked amazing. You know, I wish we could have rode that.
Yeah.
You know, but like, for me, like, I think X2 is probably the best coaster in that park, and I'd give it like an 8, which I know people are really pissed at us who love Magic Mountain.
Yeah.
Even people who don't, they might disagree with
I
us.
can understand why people love X2, but
If we're just talking Cedar Point alone, I'm taking Steel Vengeance over it. I'm taking Magnum over it. I'm taking Millennium Force over it. I'm taking Raptor over it.
Maverick.
I'm taking Maverick over it.
Yeah, yeah,
I like X2 is like the 6th or 7th best coaster to me at Cedar Point if it's
yeah.
there.
Right.
And to me, that's Magic Mountain's best.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's how I feel.
I think if we're talking Six Flags parks, Six Flags over Georgia, Goliath and Twisted Cyclone are worlds better than anything there to me.
If X2 was at over Georgia, it'd be the 3rd best coaster.
At Great America, Goliath's better, Raging Bull's better.
Yeah.
I think Max Force is better.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, guys.
Even Fiesta, I would take Iron Rattler. I would take maybe that's it. Iron Rattler. If it was at Fiesta, then
I think Krypton Coaster and Wonder Woman have a say in it, potentially.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
I think New Texas Giant's better than anything there.
Yeah.
I think Titan's better. At least the ride we got in it that one time. I mean,
Yeah. So, yeah, realistically, I don't know, like West Coast Racers, X2, Twisted Colossus, Full Throttle, they're all pretty equal. They're all like 7.5 to 8, maybe 8.5 to me.
they should. I think you said it best. They should call that park Six Flags, a whole bunch of 7 and 8 coasters.
Yeah, it's just kind of a park of mediocrity, sort of. Like really solid coasters, but nothing that belongs at any kind of top list.
I think Twisted Colossus was like, what, the 4th RMC, something like that? It was kind of earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah, sort of.
Was it 2015?
It was kind of in the middle, yeah.
Yeah, so like I was about to say maybe it was one of the earlier ones, so like I'm sure. But yeah, it was like I think it was 2015. That wasn't that long ago.
No, and I don't know. I mean, there's probably only so much they could do with that layout, but it's fine. And I'm
They had
sure
the
when you
same
race, it's fine.
They had the same problem with a lot of other ones. Like look at Twisted Cyclone. Like
Yeah.
Cyclone was a lot like.
Oh yeah, that's true. I don't know. It
worlds
just
better.
It just was just fine. I don't know. And
I wanted it, and we're not like going. I want to love that park. I knew as soon as I walked into that park.
yeah,
I knew atmosphere. I was like, oh my god, this place is a dump.
yeah. The main midway, the entry plaza is a dump. The merch is a dump. There's like 1 or 2 gift shops even. We couldn't
unbelievable.
find anything. Like,
Unbelievable.
We wanted to buy stuff, but we couldn't. I don't remember seeing one coaster shirt.
I bought the Six Flags, the West Coast Racer shirt.
Oh, that's right. You got
That's
West-
literally the only shirt I
Yeah,
saw.
everything
There
else-
is no X2 shirts.
No.
There's nothing.
No,
Nothing.
It's just all Looney Tunes or Warner Brothers or like the basic tie-dye shirt that says Six Flags on
The
it.
food's awful. It's your typical Six Flags food. It's all awful.
Yeah, flat rides they have
Pandemonium, which is great.
Yeah, that has a cool light package. Trying to think, they don't have like a.
Do they have any sort of dark ride there? They have a Justice League there, don't they?
Yeah, they have the Justice League. It
Which
was
is always
closed.
fun.
Yeah, it was closed when we were there. I don't know. It's just
Yeah, it's right next to Riddler.
it's
Yeah.
just a very underwhelming park.
Even if I went to that park, I said, look at the list. I was like, man, you got a Batman clone in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got a stand-up coaster. It screams one of those old, like, crappy Flores
Yeah.
coasters. Like, I never rode X2. I just assumed X2 was a 10 out of 10 or like a elite. I always assumed it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I guess you could still classify it as that because a lot of people do. But, like, I don't understand it. I'll never get it.
No.
I'll never get why anybody thinks that's the best park in the world.
No.
Never.
And I think, to people who think that park is like amazing, they must not have been to a lot of parks,
That's what I
especially if
said.
you live on the West Coast and all you know is Knott's Berry Farm, which to me is a lot better.
I would take Knott's Berry Farm over any day. But you have to get into a mind of a person who has, like, I've been to like almost 40, I've been over to 40 parks now.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're a person, although I can see that if you're a person who's maybe only been to Discovery Kingdom, even if you're comparing Knott's to the Magic Mountain,
Yeah.
if you haven't been on a lot of coasters, Magic Mountain is superior.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's way more coasters. There's a lot
They're
of
more extreme.
quote unquote bigger coasters.
More extreme.
Maybe not.
coasters.
Accelerator is pretty extreme, and so is Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
But like, quote unquote, there's more bigger coasters
Yeah,
there.
I could see that. Yeah.
But when you're somebody who's been to 40 parks and has been all over America,
Mm-hmm. And us living in the Midwest, we're like within a 6-hour drive to 20 parks.
oh yeah, Pennsylvania's loaded. There's clones there. There's a fair amount of clones. West Coast is just it's fun, but there's nothing elite about it. Full Throttle is the same thing. That's all that park is. All it is.
Yeah.
That's why I said it. Anybody who thinks Magic Mountain is the best park in the world, who has the best coasters, is somebody who's been to 3 parks in their life.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah.
Period.
I agree. Yeah. Yes. So.
Send your hate mail to the chain left on Twitter or Instagram. Magic Mountain is the most overrated park, next to Great Adventure, in all of America. Six Flags Great Adventure and Six Flags Magic Mountain are so overrated I can't even believe it.
It's true. I agree. I mean, they just are. They're just overrated.
Yeah.
But I guess it depends what you're looking for at the park.
Okay, I'm gonna play a game. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get your plan. Okay, Magic Mountain versus one park. Okay, Magic Mountain, Cedar Point.
Cedar Point, obviously.
Okay, Magic Mountain, Kings Island.
Kings Island.
Okay, I'm gonna start going lower until I get to where you're. Okay, all right. Let me think here. What's a good comp? Okay, Magic Mountain, Hershey Park.
Hershey Park.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Okay, Magic Mountain. Let's see. I'm trying to think like tiers down. Yeah. Okay, Magic Mountain.
You're getting like the Holiday Worlds and Kennywood.
Okay, Magic Mountain or Discovery Kingdom.
Magic Mountain.
Okay.
Discovery Kingdom doesn't have a lot there. Okay. Yeah.
Magic Mountain or Silver Dollar City.
Oh, Silver Dollar City, easily.
Magic Mountain over Texas. That's a fair comp to me.
Yeah, I would probably take Magic Mountain over Texas. I love New Texas Giant. Titan's really fun, but it drops off pretty steeply after that.
I'm taking over Texas.
Yeah.
Just because they have New Texas Giant.
Yeah.
And I think it's the fairest comparable. I think Mr. Freeze is better than anything else there too at Magic Mountain.
I wouldn't.
I rode Mr. Freeze to St. Louis. That ride is fun.
I wasn't a big fan of it at over Texas.
I wasn't either.
Yeah.
I think I gave it a 600 review, but I rode the one in St. Louis, same ride. I had a blast on it.
I would take...
Pun intended. I had a reverse blast on it.
Just Six Flags parks. I like Great America better. I like Over Georgia better. I like Fiesta better. Did I say that already?
No.
I like Fiesta better.
Great Adventure? I like Great Adventure better.
Yeah, I like Great Adventure better. Six Flags America. I would take Magic Mountain.
Oh, Magic Mountain. I think America's prettier.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is.
If you want to go, okay, pound for pound, I think Magic Mountain might be the ugliest park I've ever been to.
Oh, yeah, there's parts of it where it's ugly. And it doesn't help. I mean, there's parts of that Southern California that are really pretty, but Magic Mountain happens to be like in a really dry, deserty area. And so,
I don't even just mean the outside area. I just mean inside the park.
Yeah.
It feels neglected.
Yeah.
In a weird way. Like,
yes.
It's not neglected. People say it's not neglected. They put crap. I just mean like the pathways and like the buildings. They're all just so ugly and like run down looking and like.
Yeah. It's the perfect example of Six Flags. The Six Flags brand is Magic Mountain.
Yes.
It's just low. There's just no thought or care put into anything, really. It's just cram stuff in.
Cram as much as you can in. Advertise.
No charm, no... I don't know, it's like going to Walmart, sort of. Like, it's just... You go there because it's inexpensive, and you know that it's a good value, especially for us, because we pay for the membership, and it's like $6 a month, but the quality is not there anywhere. And really.
At this point, I've been on 321 coasters. I've been on like 40 parks.
Yeah.
Again, if you were like maybe only been on, okay, so I'm going to talk to people who's been on maybe 80 coasters, 90, who are kind of new, who's really getting into it. If you went, I think you would think we're nuts.
Yeah.
But like, I've been on a million I've been on all. I've literally been on every Batman.
Every
clone.
Batman clone in the United
Riddler's
States.
a different stand-up coaster, but it's still
Yeah.
it's a stand-up coaster. I've been on all these stand-up coasters.
Scream. We've been on all those B&Ms.
We have been on so many like truly elite coasters that, like West Coast and Full Throttle, they're fun, but they're just not elite. They're just fine
It's a park full of filler coasters.
in some ways.
Yeah.
At least they're starting to get to the point where they're unique though.
Yeah.
Like West Coast is unique, Full Throttle is
Yeah,
unique.
I agree with that.
For a while they're just cloning everything, clone.
Yeah.
But
It's just, yeah, I mean, it's worth checking out. There's enough there to check out, but there's nothing there that's bringing me back.
there's also like weird pathways too. Like getting up to Ninja is bizarre.
Oh.
And getting up to Superman, it's weird.
There's steep hills, lots of steep walking.
It was hard to find Ninja.
Oh, it is.
It was hard to find Superman.
Yeah, it's a confusing park.
Oh, and the ride ops are terrible there.
Ride ops, of course.
Typical Six Flags ops.
terrible. Oh, we forgot their.
Do you remember when the drunk kid stepped on my foot? Full Throttle.
Oh man, we waited like for an hour for Full Throttle. Got all the way up to like the station, and then this drunk kid just like started all the way at the back of the line and cut his way.
He literally walked up.
He cut everyone and just like climbed over the railing in front of Mark and like stumbled and like fell on Mark's shoe.
We went in line. I can be a little grumpy too. And
Yeah.
I was grumpy because I was tired. That line would not move.
The problem. This is another annoying thing about the park. If you have the Flash Pass, you have such a more higher priority than the regular guests in the park. It was unbelievable, especially with Full Throttle. You would at least hope. So there's two lines: the Flash Pass line and then the regular line.
You usually do half and half.
You would do half, like fill one train, half Flash Pass, half non-Flash Pass. Do it that way, or do it every other train. One train Flash Pass, the next train regular people. They would go like 3 trains in a row of just Flash Pass, and then do one train of non-Flash Pass.
You would sit there, and they're slow. They're even sending the trains.
So it's like So I don't mind waiting in a long queue if it's constantly moving. That's fine. But in this line, you would stop and stand in one spot for 10 minutes, and then you'd move, and then stop and wait 10 minutes, and then move, and then some drunk guy would fall on you.
Oh, I know. Yeah, so we were standing there, and this kid, I was already. I mean, what he cut? We saw cutting all weekend. Though.
Oh, yeah.
But he said to my foot, like, I was just like, what are you doing, man?
He was a friendly drunk, at least.
Well,
I think
I was a little
scared him.
confrontational with him, too. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, get out of here, man. You said to my foot.
Yeah.
But so he's in the train before us.
Yeah.
And like everyone was loaded, and he was standing there talking on his phone.
Yeah, and the operators were like, "Hey, you got to get in the train now." He was like, put his finger up, like, "Yeah, hang on a second." Like he finished his phone call before he sat down.
No, he sat down and was still talking on the phone. And the Six Flags workers let him do it.
That's right. I forgot about that.
They didn't tell him to put it away.
No.
I was laughing really good though. Everyone's sitting in their train, and this drunk guy's talking on his phone.
Well, I remember that was the only reason why we weren't more upset was because this guy was funny. Just funny. It was just stupid. Yeah.
He gave the worker the hold on a minute.
Like told the worker to be quiet at first. The balls on that guy. Machismo. No, we forgot another coaster. Their Mine Train roller coaster. I forget what it's called. The Gold Train or Gold Mountain Train.
Oh, Gold Rusher.
Gold Rusher. Yeah, it sucked too. It was ugly. I mean,
it sucked too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Magic Mountain.
Okay.
You guys can have it.
We're done railing on Magic Mountain. So that was our trip. It was a lot of fun. It was a good trip. We're planning on going back next time. We're hoping Knott's. They'll have the new Giga Coaster, and then maybe we'll do like SeaWorld in San Diego.
Yes. I need to do Discovery Kingdom.
And
you missed a lot there, so.
Yeah, and California's Great America. We need to do that.
I do need to get that in.
And then maybe we'll check out the other Disney park there.
We've kind of gotten to the point where we've been to definitely every major park in America.
Yeah.
I mean, we're missing at this point between
Busch
us.
Gardens, Tampa.
Which we were going to go to last year, but we're waiting for Gwazi.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then after that, we just got to knock off some of the smaller parks.
It's pretty much California's Great America. It's Busch Gardens, Tampa.
Yep. We gotta do, like Darien Lakes and Great Escape. We gotta do those parks. The one in Oklahoma City. We gotta do that.
Frontier.
Yeah. So
I mean, other than that, we've been to all of them,
yeah.
and like we've been to a lot of small ones too.
Yeah.
We're getting the end there.
We are.
Yeah.
But the best coaster of the trip was Ghost Rider, for me.
Ghost Rider, mine.
Yeah. And then second, I don't know, a New Revolution.
We went to a ton of new parks this year.
Yeah.
Doing a whole bunch of new rides. What was your favorite new park you went to this year? That you've never been to?
Probably Disneyland.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Six Flags Over Georgia.
I love Knott's. You already went to Knott's.
Yeah,
I love Knott's.
Yeah.
I like Disneyland and Knott's.
Yeah.
What's your favorite new coaster you rode? I'm not saying new for 2020. I mean,
the
like
new to me coaster.
New to you coaster.
Mine's
Goliath.
Yeah, Goliath easily.
Yeah, over Georgia.
Yeah, and then Twisted Cyclone second, and then after that, Renegade was super fun. Wild Thing was really fun. A New Revolution was really fun. Silver Bullet was good because I didn't ride that before.
Yeah. I rode Velocicoaster too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I'm already pissed everyone off. I like the Goliath better than Velocicoaster.
Yeah. Can't wait to see our subscription numbers go down.
I didn't say it. No, when I say that though, Goliath is a top 5 coaster to me now.
Oh, me too.
That's how much I love Goliath.
That's my favorite B&M Hyper.
B&M easily.
Period, yeah.
Easily. Goliath to me is like an 11 out of 10.
Yeah.
Velocicoaster is that good too. Velocicoaster is great.
Do you like Hagrid or Velocicoaster?
Velocicoaster.
Yeah.
Hagrid's really good though. Hagrid's really good.
Yeah. I probably went to other parks. I can't remember right now though.
And if you go to our Twitter page too, again, we made a list of all the new parks we went to this year.
Yeah.
All
the parks.
The parks we went to in general.
It was a busy summer. Yeah.
Just all the parks we went to, but there was a lot of new ones on there though. I can't remember. Yeah. We went to Adventureland.
Yeah.
Mall of America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good summer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
It's a long one. Ending it here.
No, I want to keep talking. So what's your thoughts on Magic Mountain?
Did you learn anything on this episode?
No.
I learned, Mark and I hadn't talked about these parks at all.
I learned that we can swear on this podcast, apparently.
Letting it loose. Well, you guys learned that I can get crotchety at parks, so watch out if you see me.
One of these days I'll tell you the story where he clotheslined a kid at Canada's Wonderland.
We'll save that for next time.
He clotheslined a kid at Canada's Wonderland in the Leviathan line.
He was cutting.
No, he said you're going to save it.
Okay, all right. I won't.
If you want to hear the story, you got to tell us on Twitter.
Let us know. No, I learned because Mark and I, after all these park visits, we didn't talk about our thoughts because we waited to the podcast. So everything you just heard from Mark, I'm also hearing for the first time, and vice versa.
We were supposed to be doing this like a month ago.
Yeah, we've just been busy. Anyways, everyone's busy, so we won't complain about that too much.
Yeah.
That's it, though.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Go back and listen to our other podcast episodes. Find us on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. Check us out on thechainlift.com. We got all of our shirts and stuff for sale on there. That's it. Thanks for listening. Bye.
In the comments section, this has been YouTube too. Tell us the most overrated park to you. I'm curious.
Yeah. And let us have it if you disagree with us.
Yeah.
Okay. See ya.